It's day 4 of MCSD Math Week. Don't forget to scan the QR code or visit the bit.ly link to compete in today's daily math challenge for your grade level. You could win a special prize at the end of Math Week. Here are today's selection of interviews about math and different careers.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jennifer Chevalier, and I am the Director of Funding for Franklin Covey. And I use math in my job every day, even though I would say that most of my job is writing. Math is still involved everywhere. So one of the ways I use math in my role is I am a podcast co-host for Franklin Covey, and we receive data about each of our episodes, how many listens we get on Spotify or Apple, and how many views we get on YouTube. And we use these data points to help inform our upcoming episodes and seasons. Another part of my role is helping schools and districts get funding for different education programs to help benefit you, the students. And so a lot of that is writing in response to prompts, just like your teachers probably have you do. But then there's always a budgeting piece. So funders want to know what you're going to do with the money that they give you. So you have to create a full budget, how you're going to use each dollar amount, and then you have to explain the justification for why that's needed.
Hello, my name is Dennis Grimm. I'm a certified building contractor in the state of Florida. I also teach construction, carpentry for the Florida Training Services, and that's the apprenticeship program. We also teach a pre-apprenticeship program for high school students to prep them for their career. We're going to talk about construction math. I mean, math is used every single day in our lives, and simple math is in construction, and you got to know how to read a tape measure, and also for doing estimating and stuff, how much a job is going to cost. So we're dealing with math every single day. Everybody uses a tape measure, so you need to learn how to use this. You see it's broken down into little increments and stuff, and each one of these is important to know. Now, how do we use this in construction? As you can see, we have a framed wall here. Now, in construction, we have what we call 16 on center. So I have a center of the stud here, and you see where I'm falling out on the center, 16, and then I go 32, and then 48, and 64, and so on. So this is laid out so that with this wall up, we can put our drywall up, and it's going to fall out perfectly to take a full 4x8 sheet.
Hi, my name is Richard Spur. I'm a master electrician here at the college, and I'm going to explain how we use math in our daily job. Part of an electrician's job is to figure out what things draw for power and what wire and what size breakers we need to use to feed that power. A water heater, for example, a 240 volt water heater at 4,500 watts will draw approximately 19 amps, which tells me that I need at least a 25 amp breaker, and the 25 amp breaker tells me that I need at least 10 gauge wire. Part of an electrician's job, especially in commercial and industrial buildings, is bending pipe. In order to bend pipe correctly, you have to know certain basic math formulas. To make a 90 on a piece of pipe, I have what's called a take-up. If I wanted to make a 10-inch bend on this pipe, I would measure 10, and because it's 3/4, I would take off 6 inches. So I would put my bender at the 4-inch mark, and then I would bend my pipe and that would give me my 10-inch stub up.
Hi, I'm Nikki Norton. I'm the owner and architect of N2 Architecture and Design, and I use math on a daily basis in the sense of proportions and an artistic point of view on how to develop good design. The misconception of architecture is that you have to be a genius at math in order to do this career, and that's far from the truth. You do have to have some level of understanding in general, but the biggest part of this is understanding artistic and proportions and what does that look like and how do you translate that for your clients so they can understand the design you're presenting to them. So some of the examples of very simplistic math Geometry is about as far as we take it when understanding, but as you can see, the circular staircase, that has a certain radius and diameter that we have to do in order to meet code. And you have to calculate that. Yes, the computer system does help you get you there, but you do have to have an understanding of how it works and the treads and the height and depth between the floors and stuff.